Okay, the performance of our KitchenAid here has went to very bad, and we are going to replace or clean the garbage grinder. So we're going to open it up. First thing we have to do is take this out. There's a tab on the back of each of these. Then these come off. Save those, you will need them. This will roll out. This one just rolls completely out. Alright. Okay, the next thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to remove this piece right here. So I'm using Lineman's pliers. It actually, you would think it was tightening, but it's loosening. It's reversed. Next, take your 10-in-1, flip it to the Torx, which happens to fit this perfect, and you're going to take these 3 bolts out. Here, here, here. Alright, next we have to take this that goes to the top rack off, and there's little clips on the back and at the top. You just push them to the side. And then you spin it. And it lifts right off. Okay, now you got to remove this piece, and remember there's a gasket on the top that the swing arm rides on. The riser is the 4th bolt that you have to take out in order to remove this filter. Alright, next I have to pull this off after the bolts are out, and that fits down in the drain right there. Nasty. And this is where we start finding good stuff. Like our kids put things like leaves and tree stumps, toothpicks, egg shells, things like that that are supposed to not be in there. That's how ours keeps happening. So, and of course we have a leaf right here. Alright, and down here we have one more of the Torx that we have to pull off. So I'm just going to unscrew that right there. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then once you get that Torx out, you just pull this off. And here we have the food grinder right here. Right there. And then you take that out and you clean it or repair, replace, whatever you have to do. Alright, so this is the culprit right here. Ours happened to have a plastic barb from a store. I'm not sure why. How you get this off is, this is spring loaded, so you have to pull the knife back to disengage it from the gear, and then that will lift out. And we have to clean this up. Next I'm going to clean this up before I put it all back together, and then we'll start the putting together of it. Alright, put this back in. It goes that way, and we have to pull this out in order to engage it, so I'll hold it. Okay, the food chopper is in, and it's engaged. This will no longer turn. Now this cover goes on right here, and it should slide right over it. Alright, I've tightened the screw that holds down the cover to the food chopper. Now this filter here, I've got to clean it up, and then this tube will go down in there. There'll be 4 bolts that hold right here, 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 and here. Right. We have to get this filter off. I see stuff down inside there, and then the pump pumps through here, so this filters the water. So you take 4, in my case, pop that, and as we can see, there's rubber bands. That makes sense. And other miscellaneous things that also make no sense. Nice and clean now. All the tree stumps, rubber bands, all that good stuff's out. This goes into the drain or the pump suction. Push that down. We've got the 4 bolts here, 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 and here, and I'm going to just tighten those down. Next, this piece goes down, and we have to remember that there is a gasket right here that has to be on top. And that just sets down like so. Then we take the arm. It came in like an angle, exactly opposite how it was removed. Push down slightly and turn into place. And then the clips at the back, here, those snap into place. And then there's 2 at the top, exactly the same. Lower wash arm goes on, Lineman pliers, and remember it turns the opposite of the direction that it went earlier and the opposite direction of what you would think. So I'm turning counterclockwise, and it's done. After you get your top rack back on, you just take your clips, slide that in the bottom and the top, and push down. Otherwise your top rack will fall out when you try to pull it out. So bottom. There you go. We've got the bottom rack in, top rack, and it's all cleaned out and ready to go.